guys, it's Ep16 here, and welcome back to episode 16 of my Manchester City career mode. Now in today's episode we've got 3 more games to get on with, the first of which is against Sunderland, followed by a game against Manchester United. It's the Manchester derby also in today's episode as well, and that match will then be followed by a game against Everton, I think. Also, is it in the league? I'm pretty sure. So I think it's 3 league games today. Yeah, it is. So Sunderland, Man United and Everton. 3 matches very, very close together. You can see 4 games in total in less than a week's time to have to play. So it's a lot of games going up at the moment. We have to try and deal with that. But before we go too much further in today's episode, first of all, I just want to say apologies if this episode isn't quite as usual as it seems, because I've just got a new computer, and that means some of the settings might well not be quite as how it was before. So maybe the audio is a little bit different, maybe the video is slightly different, but hopefully it's okay for this episode. I'm going to try and get it right over the next 2 episodes. Apologies though if it does change a little bit, but I've got a new computer, so hopefully these uploads will get out a little bit more frequently now. Also, I'm into my final week of exams soon as well, so that'll hopefully mean that when I finish that, I'll be able to get loads of new videos out, and we'll be out every single day as we were before the exam period. And also, before we get into today's episode, if we could try and hit 100 likes, I would really appreciate it. And if you're new to the channel or just haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Let's crack on with today's episode. This is the side I'm going to go with for this game against Sunderland. It's heavily changed, basically because we had a game a few days ago, but also because we've got the Manchester derby coming up as well. So I want quite a strong team for that. So I've heavily weakened this side. Despite that, Leroy Sané and Sterling do start this game. Iheanacho up front, Luis Garcia and Gundogan in midfield, quite a weak midfield. At the back we've got Hernandez, Otamendi, Tosin and Walker all playing. Ederson starts in goal, although I might actually just go with Claudio Bravo to give him a go, and this is the match I've gone with. Again, a few options on there, both sort of weaker options and the stronger options as well. So hopefully that seems going to be good enough to get ourselves a win here against Sunderland. We are aiming, of course, for the 3 points. We need to try and get as far in front of, I think it's Chelsea as possible. I'm pretty sure it's them that's second. So hopefully we can do that by winning this game. It's obviously a risk making so many changes. I think it's necessary when we have a game against Man United in the big derby in the next match. That's in 2 or 3 days' time, so of course that's the main priority. But for now, we need to get ourselves 3 points. Okay, then here we go at the Stadium of Light for this game against Sunderland. Let's wait and see how we're able to get on. Leroy Sané asked to start this game, so he better play well. He was going to be rested so he could play in the game against Man United, but he's asked to play, so I've started him, and hopefully we can get ourselves a good win here against Sunderland. Got to make sure that if we do get ourselves a few goals here, that we've got to take off those players and rest them for the Manchester game. That's why there's a few more inexperienced players on the bench just to try and do that. Iheanacho inside to Raheem Sterling. It's a good pass. Raheem's trying to get around the outside. He's going to come back inside now into Iheanacho, and don't know who is trying to pass to there. He still has it, Iheanacho. And again, looking for Sterling, gets blocked, still has it. Raheem Sterling to shoot and gets blocked yet again. Leroy Sané will keep it though. Gundogan into Iheanacho. Back to Gundogan. Oh, saved by Jordan Pickford, who has, of course, just moved recently to Everton in real life. I think £30 million or something. Good save by him here. And tips it over the back out for a corner. Lewis going to look for a delivery to get it into the middle. Oh, Iheanacho. Oh, what a save from Jordan Pickford. Leroy Sané saved again, and we can't get it in the back of the net. Oh my days, there's all sorts going on there. I don't know what was happening, but it eventually was kept out. Anyway, Jordan Pickford with a few fine saves, and again it's another corner. This is a really interesting start to the game. Plenty of chances. Otamendi this time heading over. Garcia still running with it. Still going here. Garcia to shoot. Oh, deflects out for, I think, offside actually in the end. Really good run from Garcia. Not really seen that too often from him. It's been a strange game because we have been playing really well, but the gameplay's been very, very different. It almost feels like since I've got my new computer that it's done that, but of course that makes no sense whatsoever. So don't know what's going on here, but it does seem like a really fluid match for some reason. I can't really describe it. The gameplay does seem very different though. Garcia looks to switch down here to Leroy Sané. He's through. Sané gonna look to shoot. Oh, saved was it? No, it was just wide. Leroy Sané didn't even get it on target in the end. He had to stretch a little bit for it. And I still think he should do much better here. The first touch was pretty poor, and in the end it's wide. Pickford didn't even have to save it. 5 minutes left. That's it for the first half. Still 0-0. Obviously had a lot of good chances, as you've seen. Pickford very much keeping Sunderland in it at the moment. But yeah, got to go into the second half and try and create a few more chances than we did towards the back end of that first half. I think Raheem Sterling might come off here. A little bit worried about his injury, so we'll bring on Hernandez. Maybe he can cut in on the right-hand side onto his left foot. And yeah, we'll see how he gets on in the second half. Lewis through to Gundogan. Needs some more support here. Gundogan is trying to do it himself, but he needs Iheanacho running through here on his left foot. It must be a good chance. Saved again by Pickford. Falls to Lewis, who's going to have to try and create something here, but he's not going to be able to. Fernandez, though, still has it. Gonna look to turn and shoot. Garcia still going. That's going to be a free kick. Another great chance through Iheanacho there. Pickford saves really, really well. Clear that he's kept him in it here. Can we get ourselves a goal here? This is ideal position, but I'm just rubbish at free kicks. Come on, Sané, how are you going to do? It's dreadful. Went through the wall and looks like it might have been destined for the target, but just curled away. Poor free kick in the end, poorly hit. Okay, so final two changes. Alexander and Elito to come on. We'll take off Lewis and we'll also take off Leroy Sané as well. Leroy Sané just coming off to rest him. Want to make sure he's okay for the Man United game. That might mean that he's on the bench for that match. I'm not really too sure, to be honest, but 25 minutes to go. Need a goal still. I'm hoping we can nick a win here. We certainly have deserved to get ourselves a goal. The chances we've created being far superior to theirs, but just haven't managed to do it just yet. There's still time. I'm not too worried. Even at a draw, it wouldn't be a terrible result because we are still quite far in front of Chelsea at the moment, assuming that we win the other match that we have in hand. So, yeah, it wouldn't be a dreadful result, but of course, we are deserving to win this game, so it would be nice to get ourselves a win. That's it. 0-0. Yeah, not great, considering we had the best chances. We wanted to also get the 3 points here, but it's not a horrific result. It was one of those games where you put out sort of such a heavily changed side that it was always going to be tough to have the clinical finishers in front of goal. We obviously did have Leroy Sané, we had Raheem Sterling for the first half, and Iheanacho, but Iheanacho just hasn't really cut it for us at the moment. You can see there are 10 shots, 4 of which on target, not enough shots on target, and at the end of the day, Pickford's saved them. He's got them on point. We should have got maybe at least 2 goals, I would say, but Pickford, like I say, kept the minutes and got them a 0-0 draw. So it's frustrating, but we have to move on. We have to focus. Oh no, that's not good. We have to focus on the Manchester derby, I was about to say, but look at this. 2 months, Raheem Sterling. Broken toe, yet he was allowed to continue. Unbelievable. Surely you take him off if there's a broken toe involved. I'm surely supposed to be alerted that there's a serious injury so I can take him off, but no, it just came up as a plaster and he's now out for 2 months. Great. So you'll miss the rest of the season, or most of the season anyway, so yeah, that's frustrating, of course, because Raheem's obviously really, really good for us out wide. It gives us that little bit of extra pace just to burst through the opposition defence. That's frustrating, but now we've got to focus on the next game against Man United. The games are coming thick and fast at the moment. First of all, though, let's do some player drills. A few people asking for me to change them. We will soon. We'll just quickly do some more youngsters in these drills, try and get them going up. Pereira here and Hill going up, but it won't be too far off when we start to bring in some of the other players in the team that we want to try and train. Okay, so this is how we're going to go with for the game against Man United. We're a very depleted team at the moment, so I'll show you the bench in a second. Ederson starts in goal, Someone out right back, Stones, Company and Bertrand in defence. Fernandinho, Sol and Silva in midfield. Lozano on the right hand side, Jesus on the left hand side with Aguero up front. A few of the players that didn't even play the last game are still tied from the game against Sunderland in the last episode, so that tells you how close these games are at the moment. I'm glad we signed Lozano because he can now fill in for Raheem Sterling for those 2 months, and this is the bench we've gone for. It's obviously, you know, a lot of players that are quite tired, so they're not going to make too much of an impact off the bench, but the rest of the squad looks like this, so you can kind of understand why I'm having to put those players on the bench. Maybe Kolarov could get on there. I think that might be more fair than Otamendi. So yeah, let's go on this game against Man United. Hopefully get ourselves 3 points. Obviously a better team out here to try and get ourselves the win. Well, a bit of good news for us. In the last game that was played by Chelsea, they had West Ham in their last match, and they drew 2-2. So that means that we are still a point in front of them and 2 games in front of them as well. So really good position to be in at this stage of the season. Really, really happy with that one. Chelsea also dropping points, getting themselves a draw as well. So really good news for us. That helps us out massively. And going into this game now, it gives us an extra bit of confidence, really. Lukaku starting up front for Manchester United. That'll be interesting for our defence to try and cope with. But yeah, look forward to this game. An exciting match. Got to try and find our scoring boots, though. And Sergio Aguero looking determined already. Gabriel Jesus into Sergio Aguero. He needs some more support here. Aguero, gets hacked down by Rojo. That's another free kick for us on the edge of the box. And yeah, it's another similar sort of position to the one that we had in the last game for Leroy Sané, which didn't end up going too well. Let's see, do we have anybody from this position? Just seems like Sergio Aguero is our best player. Didn't even realise he was any good at free kicks. Let's try and go with it. I don't think it's going to be enough power. Again, it's not. Always struggle with free kicks. Aguero, good luck to Gabriel Jesus. Going through. Here comes out. Jesus. Oh, it's wide. That's terrible. Gotta get it on target. Not enough shots on target at the moment. Really struggling to finish off our chances. 30 minutes in, remains 0-0. Wouldn't be too surprised if that was the half-time score yet again. Getting fed up with these 0-0s. Gotta take our chances better. Oh, it's fallen nicely to Lozano. Luke Shaw's made an error. Now we've got to capitalise from it. Lozano Oh, still going here. Needs another runner. He's not going to quite find it. Still going across the whole pitch. Lozano to shoot. Saved by David De Gea. And again, Gabriel Jesus. And finally finishes it off into the back of the net. It's 1-0. Gabriel Jesus with the goal. Taps it in there on his left foot. Thought the goal wasn't going to happen. It has anyway. A couple of minutes before half-time. Finally opening the scoreline. And it's into an empty net. It's 1-0. Very, very happy with that. Although it was an empty net. We'll take any goal we can get. And that run from Lozano just went on forever. Couldn't believe it, but eventually we've got ourselves a goal. Company bringing it forward. Just a couple of minutes left of this first half at the moment. Into Gabriel Jesus. A chance maybe to add to the scoreline if we can. Can we double our lead here? Gabriel Jesus still running inside and shooting. Good save by David De Gea. Better strike on that one, on target as well. Let's play this one short. Lozano going to look to cross it in. Can we threaten them here into the back post? David De Gea punches away. Going to try and keep it in if we can. We have done. Again, going to try and get the build-up play going. Vincent Kompany back heels to Fernandinho. He's going to run into the box. Gets brought down. Gonna be a penalty, and it is. It's Wayne Rooney that's made the challenge. I'm assuming that's a penalty that's been given. Didn't see him point to the spot, but I'm pretty sure it's well inside the box. Booking for the captain, and that should be a penalty. What? That was a penalty, surely. I was going to say I didn't see the referee point to the spot, but that looks well inside the box to me. Look where he's fallen over as well. Still going, still going. That's a penalty. You can't tell me that that is not a penalty. Look, contact's made there. That's where the contact's made. There, that's where he falls over. The contact's made there. That's in the box. What is there something I'm missing? There. That's where he brings him down. He hacks him down. You can't tell me that arm is the free kick. That arm is doing nothing. That hack down is the penalty, surely. Well, that is the most ridiculous decision I've ever seen on FIFA. That is crazy. Given us a free kick, because we're not very threatening from free kicks. That was well inside the box. And the most ludicrous penalty decision, or non-penalty decision that I've ever seen. Sergio Aguero to step up. Can he make up for it from this free kick? Oh, off the bar. Wasn't too far off. Much better than our last one. And now we'll go into half-time, only winning this game 1-0. After that outrageous decision, I think we need some sort of video referee thing on here, because this is ridiculous. Should be in a penalty. Should be 2-0 up here. But let's go on to the second half. We clearly deserve to be in the lead. We've had the better of the chances here against Man United. Should be 2-0 up, but at the moment we are only 1 goal up. We need to try and add to the score and give us a bit more safety, and then make sure we go home with the 3 points. Aguero, oh, what a pass onto Lozano. He's got Chris Smalling to beat. He needs Gabriel Jesus to help him. Lozano gets brought. That's a penalty. You can't say that's outside the box. That'll do. Chris Smalling brings him down. Red. Send him off. Give him a straight red. It will be as well. 30 minutes left, and we've got ourselves a penalty. Man United down to 10 men. And it should be our second penalty of the game, but we'll forget about that one if we can score this one. Because that is a clear penalty. There's no saying that that's outside the box. And a chance for Sergio Aguero to try and get himself a goal. We're not going to go with the target. I was told not to last episode. Apparently the goalkeepers can see where you're going or something. Not too sure, but it's gone in anyway, so we'll happily take it. It's 2-0. Sergio Aguero slots it home past David De Gea. And not the greatest penalty I've ever scored, but it went in the back of the net. That's the main thing. We've doubled our lead, and that should see us now with the 3 points, I would imagine, especially with Man United down to 10 men, and we have managed to double our lead through Aguero. I'm hoping now that we can go on to try and make this an embarrassing scoreline. That's the aim for the final 30 minutes. Got to try and do that now. Man United are down to 10 men. Hopefully it doesn't make it more difficult when they've done that, so we'll wait and see what happens in the remaining 30 minutes. Aguero, good look to Fernandinho. What a pass! Opens them up. Fernandinho makes it 3-0. They've really opened up massively now, and we are going to, I think, get ourselves maybe a few more at this rate. We've scored a few minutes later. Fernandinho gets the third, and a very tired Fernandinho as well, so a fantastic run through, I think, past Luke Shaw, who's playing as a centre-back now, so they have had to change things around Man United, but what a pass this from Aguero. Goes from goal maker to goal creator this time, and slots home past David De Gea, and it's 3-0. Okay, all 3 changes. We may as well. Now we're 3-0 up. We're going to bring on Kolarov, Diaz, and Ferreira, and that means we'll take off Fernandinho, Aguero, and Sol as well. Kolarov's going to go at CDM. I've played him there before, occasionally. I don't know whether it's on camera I've done that, but I've played him there. He does okay there, so we'll give him a go. Ferreira's going to come on. I think this might be his first game. He's one of our youngsters, one of our better youngsters as well. That's growing nicely, so He's 66 overall, he's coming on in the 66th minutes, and a chance for him to try and see what he can do. Really starting to dominate now. Diaz running forward, good luck to Gabriel Jesus on his left foot. Jesus, save, maybe could have gone for the pass, across back in. Diaz is there, can't win the header. Great chance to make it 4. I think we might get ourselves another goal at this rate. Man United really looking pretty poor at the back now. I think it might be the one less man in the midfield, and it is 4. Gabriel Jesus scores it. Ball goes into the middle, and it's a nice little tap in past David De Gea. Not so sure who won it back. I thought it was Silva, but I'm probably wrong with that. It might be Lozano actually on the right-hand side here. Just wins it back off Luke Shaw really easily, and that is able to be put through under David De Gea or through his legs, one of the two. I think it might be through his legs. It's 4-0. Really, really comfortable win in the end. Managed to finally score some more goals as well. Semedo running forward now. Got a great passing opportunity here out to Lozano. Can we get anybody into the box? Hopefully Ferreira can get in there for a goal maybe. He's going to go inside. Semedo. Jesus all saved again. Ferreira has it here though, cutting back in onto his right foot. In fact, takes a shot on his left. Could have made it 5. What a chance that was to get a 5th goal. Would have been a brilliant way to finish off the match. Lozano to deliver into the middle. Company's there, but comfortable save. Ferreira still going. I think might have to switch this one out to Lozano. Great chance for Lozano. The ball's a little bit behind him, but he can shoot over the bar. Got to keep that one down. Would have been nice to get the youngster an assist, but yeah, sadly couldn't quite get it for him. Lozano there, finally over the bar. And yeah, close, but sadly didn't quite happen. That's it, 4-0 win. Really, really happy to do that against our rivals. Fantastic result for us. We needed the goals, obviously, to boost our confidence a little bit, and just so we can get some more goals, because we've really been struggling at times in the last couple of episodes. Before then, we've done really, really well at the start of this career mode, but in the last 1 or 2 episodes, we have struggled a little bit for goals. 16 shots, 11 on target, obviously helped by the fact that they went down to 10 men. But we should have probably had a goal before then as well. We probably should have been 2-0 up at that point. Didn't happen. Obviously controversial free kick decision. Should have been a penalty decision, but we'll leave that one because we have won the game 4-0. A very comfortable win in the end, and 3 points for us. So it leaves the league table looking like this. We're on 59 points at the moment. Still a game in hand over Chelsea, so potentially 62. If we were to get on to 62 points, it would be 7 points in front of them. That'd be fantastic for us. A 7-point gap would be incredible. Don't know how that's opened up, because we weren't, not that long ago, we were actually behind Chelsea just a couple of episodes ago. So we've really managed to claw back that, and now go into the lead quite substantially, potentially as well, after this game against Everton. Let's change around the team, and let's crack on with this game. It's going to have to be a changed side, because we've got a lot of tired players at the moment. Loads and loads of tired players, and a lot of injured players as well, which isn't helping us out. Okay, so this is the side I'm going to go with. I don't think I've ever been in such a mess before with the amount of games coming up. I don't think I've ever been in this sort of situation. It's obviously a different sort of side. Ederson's going to start in goal, Kyle Walker right back, Otamendi, Kolarov and Mendy in defence. That's not so bad. Then moving into midfield, Fernandinho and Yaya Toure, and then Menezes. I don't know how you pronounce his name. He's starting at centre mid anyway. He can kind of play at centre attacking mid, but I mean, it's going to be an interesting performance from him. 47 overall. Luke on the left hand side, Fernandez on the right hand side with Leroy Sané up front. That tells you how stuck we are for strikers at the moment, so we're having to put him up front. I don't think he'll do too badly there, but we obviously just don't have any out and out strikers because we have a bench looking like this. Yeah, it's not great, but we're going to give it a go, see how we get on. We've got to try and beat Everton here in this match. Again, got to try and get ourselves another 3 points. Let's wait and see how we do. Okay, here we go for this game at Goodison Park against Everton. A heavily changed side, but I still think enough in this team to win. Leroy Sané up front, I don't think it's going to be too bad, so we'll wait and see what happens. Hopefully come away with the 3 points. And also bear in mind, our defence is still pretty strong as well, so not so worried about the defensive side of things, it's just whether we can finish off the chances. Well played, Fernandez onto Yaya Toure, who's made a run forward. Going to try and pick out Leroy Sané, behind Leroy Sané, but gets a strike away on his, actually his weaker foot, I think, his right foot there, and out for a corner. Good opportunity for him. Nolito looking to cross it in on his left foot into the back post, and nearly picked out Yaya Toure, got punched away though. Walker. Oh, looking to Mendy here, he's made a great run forward. Mendy cutting it back in. Oh, there was no one in the right position. They'd all held the run, and in the end it's punched away, well, pushed away, I should say, by Stekelenburg. Great opportunity for us, but sadly no one quite in the right position. What a ball in. Oh, it's a goal. Everton winning the game 1-0. The counter-attack from that chance that Mendy just created for us. And it's just a simple cross in. McCarthy gets the header. 1-0 up. And yeah, they're winning 14 minutes in. Not a good start to the game. Their first proper chance, and they've taken it, to be fair to them. Good counter-attack. Didn't mark well enough in the middle. Oh, chance. Kevin Mraz. Oh, what a save. Nearly made it 2-0 there. Oh, found a way through Valencia. What a save again by Ederson. We're really holding on to it a little bit here. We're struggling to get into this game. we're not actually doing so bad on the attack, it's just defensively we're letting them have a lot of shots on goal, so yeah, not good. It's 2-0, double their lead as well. 3 chances in a row I think it was. Valencia getting their second goal of the match, not good enough defending yet again, and I think I jinxed us at the start of the match when I said I wasn't worried about our defence. It's now 2-0 and we're losing this game 24 minutes into the match. That's it for the first half, still losing the game 2-0. Could be more as well, not going to lie, could be 3 or 4-0. So yeah, we're being let off the hook a lot here. 1 shot, 1 on target. Don't know what's gone wrong here. We've gone from winning 4-0 against Man United to playing dreadful really against Everton here. Might be the fact that we've changed the team so heavily going forward. Wouldn't surprise me, although defensively it's been the main issue, to be totally honest. But yeah, struggling a little bit to get the ball to the front 3. That's been a bit of an issue. Midfield maybe not quite strong enough. Quite tired midfield. A lot of excuses there, but we've got to try and get something from this game still. A draw would, of course, be quite good at this point. Okay, so there'll be one quick change just before we go any further. We'll bring on Ferreira at centre. We'll take off Menendez, I think is how I pronounce his name. He's going to come off. His first touch just isn't quite good enough for the intricate play that I want to do. Ferreira's first touch isn't actually that bad. His ball control, so hopefully that should improve us slightly. But yeah, it's difficult to make too many improvements through the bench because we don't really have that many good players on the bench, or at least not many players that are fully fit anyway. So it's going to be difficult to make changes. We're just going to have to kind of go with what we've got on the pitch. So that's going to make things tough. We're going to have to just wait and see how he gets on. Oh, it's 3-0. Oh, Ross Barkley makes it 3. That's just from the edge of the box. Smashed it into the back of net, and there's about 20 minutes left of this game. It's kind of died out a little bit the match. They just turned us there, won back the ball really comfortably, not closed them down. Smashes it in the back of the net, 3-0. Just have to write off this game, I think, to be totally honest. This has not been a great performance from us, and with a really depleted side. But I'm just a little bit disappointed with how we've defended, because this is actually supposed to be quite a strong defence, but clearly not, given the way that we've played, and a few passes like we've just seen from Mendy there have also not gone in the right direction as well. Okay, so we may as well make the final 2 changes. Garcia and Morales, I think is Morales. I'm not really too sure how to pronounce his name. He's one of the youngsters anyway. 55 overall, right winger. He's going to come on, and we will take off Fernandinho and Yaya Toure. Fernandez will go at centre mid, so a little bit of a strange position for him, but we're going to play him there anyway, if we've got enough time to make those subs anyway. There's about 12-13 minutes left, so we'll wait and see if we are able to get them on or not. Oh, what a ball through. Schneiderlin. I think it's 4, or is he offside? No, it's offside. Could have been 4 though. Really good run through, good pass as well. Don't know how they've torn us apart there again. Contrasting performances between the game, this match, and also the Man United game. Can't believe the difference in the way that we played. Free kick actually here for Everton. They've brought that one back. They've got a few players over it. Who's going to actually take it though? Leighton Baines going to take it, and over the bar, luckily for us. That ends the game. That puts us out of our misery, and it's 3-0 here it finishes. Really poor result for us. 0 points from this match. Of course, the fact that we've had so many games to play in today's episode has probably had an effect on the amount of points we've dropped. Obviously dropping 4 points in total, in fact 5 points in total, because that draw that we had at the start of the episode. So yeah, frustrating, but it has sometimes happened. A lot of games in a row. As you can see, 2 shots, 1 on target. Clearly not good enough. And I think the main issue was how poor our bench was. We know how many goals we've scored from substitutes, late goals, that sort of thing. The subs bench is so important to our team, and we just didn't have it in this game. That's the main reason why I think that we weren't able to make an impact towards the end of the game in particular. But of course, we did actually concede those goals much earlier on, so got to look why that was. Hopefully improve next episode. 4 points in front of Chelsea though, so that's okay. Still a decent amount of points between us and them, and that leaves us the table looking like this. You can see Chelsea had a lot of draws recently. That's what's kind of made them get a little bit further behind us. It's been the amount of draws. They've had 10 at the moment, and not as many wins as you can see. And they've actually scored more goals. So yeah, overall they are doing very well, but we do have the better goal difference, which has obviously helped us out massively. But that is everything for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If we could try and hit 100 likes, I would really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel, just haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for another episode, and goodbye.